Yes, we are working very much with the veterinary service because one of the Marburg, the monkeypox, another zoonosis, and so it moves from animals onto man. And I believe that the veterinary services everywhere, our collaboration to see are there cases that they are seeing, how do we manage them, how do we prevent transmission from one to another. How stressed is the public health system? Yes, the public health system is stressed in the fact that people are working around the clock. For the same set of people who are dealing with all these cases, it's not so much of logistics. Occasionally we have logistics, but we tend to get support from the government and our partners. But as far as the work is concerned, we are all running around, and so we are making sure that we can see that people are really getting tired because they are moving from case to case. And as I speak now, people are in the villages following up on contacts, among other things. So that's what we say is stressed, except that we must acknowledge the public health workers that they are doing their best. They are actually putting out their best. And in all the time we ask them, there's this issue here, they are on top. And I think that is why we are able to pick up cases very early. Because if you don't pick these cases very early, the next thing you hear is that people are dropping dead. And by the time you get there, it's too late. And so when we say stress, those are the issues that we are talking about. COVID survivors. But I think we told you the number dead. I don't get who the survivor, what is the number. We had 1,445 deaths. And we said the last 6 or so weeks, we've had about 10 more deaths. The health personnel, yes. I mean, we lost a few. Some got ill. But all of them have returned to work. And there's some compensation processes are ongoing because there was some insurance processes that are currently being worked out. So that's what I can't tell you the number, but we had a significant number. The last time we checked, we had about nearly 4,000 health workers were infected. And so we're dealing with all that. Ebola and Marburg, they are from the same family. They are from the same family of viruses, and the same bat is the one that carries them. And they present in a very, very similar way, such as bleeding, high fever, body aches, general malaise, and then bleeding from all the orifices in the body towards the terminal end of the disease. And so the only difference is that Marburg is rare compared to Ebola. It's more common. But Marburg has a much higher death rate. It can go up to 90%, which means that about if 10 people get it, it is likely that 9 of them will die, compared to Ebola, where it's up to about 5 out of 10. So those are the differences. Marburg is rare, it's more virulent, it kills faster, kills more than Ebola.
In the group, can you give us the underlying reasons?
Why?
I mean, having this disease one after the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think most of them we call zoonosis. There's also the talk that the fact that we are probably invading the space of the animals, and with all the development and all the encroachment, etc. And so, with our lifestyle, we are now more closer to the animals than they used to be. And of course, previously, if you got Marburg in your farm, you will die. You may never come to anybody. Ebola may kill you. COVID may have killed you before getting out. But now today, I have COVID this morning. In the next 25 minutes, I'm in Kumasi, isn't it? And then I'll continue to another town. And so it spreads faster. It took 70 years for smallpox to spread to the whole world. In COVID, it took less than 3 months to spread to the world because of the way we move. And so those are some of our lifestyle and our movement pattern and our cross-border actions are the ones we're facing. Where we are suspecting that the case of the Marburg may have originated from, we continue to. I mean, these are areas where you have some level of galamsey going on, etc. And when it's galamsey, you don't have only Ghanaians. There are other people who are crossing the border into those areas. So these are all the risks that we face as a country that may also, and we are also preparing, and that's why we are building our port health stronger to be able to provide some barrier in all those areas to help us. So it's the current way of life that is making the situation spread very fast. Over. Thank you very much.
Mr. Opoku from Kingdom FM. Obisa says, "Nka seni COVID by na Ghana mampenyi president na Danko Akufo-Addo one Ghana fo bedi nkita ho hye omunkran no. Esese nka Marburg ne monkeypox abai o hwe nim so beba bekasa. Na meka kakra aka ne Director General of Ghana Health Service kan no ho a. Na me sisu duan say asem na wobisa na ne kwan so ano no. Na emomu no president betu na num to ababeka bibia fire a sign timiti atese wa amansan nyina ho no na ejina bia afutuo anase nimdia eye omomwo eye apomudin adwuma mo omo ye kukudam omo ye abodemu mpensempense mu ne ade a omampanyi aka omo nyina abom e de aform COVID task force no se omo hwe na yare na hoden ne se ne esi ehita fa na duru bebi esese obekasa omutu no fo abribia no nipemu a obeba ne abetwetwe nkomo na medema no si nso ne se da ubo no emugumu ahodo se ne ewa wonim no bra no Director General of Ghana Health Service one mpenimfo akuku dambe pie ha na omo beje mu nsemi se nyina na omo yi ano sa nso so ne to da ya nso so yetime hyehye anu ye ni bi egu ebia fidie so ne de ama mu media houses ahodo na omatimi abo de nkyekye amagana de hye nyina enti se brepam se omohwe na bebia yare no epem kono ehu behia se omampanyi di anu ye beba ana se ode nsemu bebebre Ghana man nyina megidi se nyame ado eduru honoma ebeba. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, okay, so please, if you have any follow-up question, if not, okay, I can see Sarah's hand. If you have any follow-up question, you have any other question, this is the best time to ask, as we take this to be the final round of questions.
Please, DG said there's going to be an environmental assessment at Adanse North, Pristia, Huni Valley, and also a national risk assessment. I want to find out how soon these programs are going to start, considering the fact that we do not know the actual source of these viruses into the country. And I also want to find out the first update we had on monkeypox. We said it wasn't time yet for a vaccine to be called for into the country. Do you think we are getting to the threshold where we need to be looking for the vaccines of monkeypox? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Please, if anyone has a question, this is the best time to ask. If not, I take that to be the last question for the day. Okay, so I'll invite Director General for him to provide responses.
Thank you very much. We wanted to know exactly how many cases. Like I said, maybe Director Public Health will explain. One is the fact that we have 3 confirmed cases, as we have said. We are virtually waiting for the verification based on our protocol to send 2 more of them for validation to confirm that that's what it is. In terms of the monkeypox, we are working, the environmental assessment for Marburg. One, we need to identify the source of that, as is the localized assessment that the wildlife already has been to the site, and they are going to work with our partners and other experts to see maybe they'll have to get a few bats to see whether in that enclave, are there bats carrying the virus? Are there animals that have contracted the virus? That's what they're going to do. So that's currently ongoing. They had a meeting on Friday, and they are preparing to go to the field. And I must tell you that the wildlife has already done some assessment before. They are only going to do one. The next one is that to ensure that this happened in one enclave. It could happen anywhere in the country. So they are going to do a risk assessment. Fortunately, I think they know where all the bat colonies are. They will look at all those things and see whether in this area, is there a risk of such a thing happening? Are those, where do the bats migrate to and return from? These are all information that I'm sure probably at the next one we'll bring the wildlife to also explain to you exactly how they're going to do. But it's a question of a risk mapping to see that in this area, the chance of someone contracting, that will going to help us in looking at our risk communication and our surveillance, so that we will know where we have to heighten our surveillance for those disease conditions across the country. Director of Public Health, do you have any other further? Okay, so thank you.
That brings us to the end of today's press briefing. Friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday afternoon. Have a blessed weekend.
Almost everybody is feeling the brunt of the current economic hardship, driven mainly by food inflation, high fuel prices, careless taxes, among others. It goes without saying that parents and households are suffering. Public sector workers are suffering. Teachers are suffering. Teacher trainees are suffering. Nurses are suffering. And nursing trainees are suffering. Lecturers are suffering. And students are suffering. Market women are suffering. And drivers are suffering. NABCO trainees whose fate is unknown are suffering. And police officers are suffering. Even you, the media, are suffering. And the Communication Bureau is also suffering. All Ghanaians are suffering. All because of the bad leadership of the Bawumia-led economic management team. Most Ghanaians are now aware that President Akufo-Addo doesn't care about the hardships we are reeling under. Otherwise, why would he continue to appoint new ministers when Ghanaians are urging him to downsize his government? Added to this is the callous and insensitive burdens being imposed on Ghanaians by the Minister of Communications, the arrogant Oslausu, in respect of SIM card registration, which, like other policies concerning recent telecom measures, are mere measures intended to line the pockets of individuals while Ghanaians groan under the yoke of hardships. The insensitive Akufo-Addo Bawumia government must understand that there will be a day of reckoning.
Same language. What language do you have? Is it a selfish language or language that was developed the nation Ghana. If our focus is for ourselves, only I, me, myself, at the end of the day, we will fail and the nation will fail. Selfish interest is too high. Edidija eni muna enenam. If we are not ready to serve our nation with a clear heart and mind, and selfish interest takes over, we are doomed. We are doomed. MPP party talks about we have a man. If you have a man without unity, you don't have the mind. Listen. Because if the men are there and they are not united, they will not give you their brains. The party will suffer and the nation will suffer. The brainy people who can help the nation are in the party. And when they are not united, they will sit down and watch. They want someone to fail for them to take the baton. But you don't want to. Let me tell you, if the group fail, if the nation fail, you have failed.
And you see that I was very excited about the combination of people we had here. We had all the stakeholders here, including civil society organizations. And my hope is that this collaboration will yield results, very soon for us. Yes, we are arrested some people. We are trying, they are put before court. And I think I should use the opportunity to clear a certain misconception. I think a lot of people in the country think that the law we brought us legalized consumption of cannabis. It has not legalized consumption of cannabis. So the law is still clear that the use of cannabis for recreational purposes is a crime and you'll be arrested. However, there are certain aspects of the cannabis plant that have other uses. One, medicinal use, and two, industrial uses that several countries around the world are exploiting. And to be able to do that, we have to give you the standard. The plant that you grow, there is a certain chemical that the dry weight of the chemical should not be more than 0.3%. So that weight, I'm reliably informed, is less toxic than some of the vegetables that we consume, which are all but we need to regulate it. And if we regulate it, those who want to use it for medicines will get that is what is cultivated according to those standards that will be set up in the industry. So when I hear some people saying that they are happy to cultivate, we will arrest you because it's still illegal for anybody to consume cannabis. And so that is why. So what we are doing here is training that will build the capacity of our officers to be able to perform more creditably and more effectively to let us fight the drug menace.
Be no division among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. Paul was a scholar. Paul was a very articulate in the things of God. He established the church in Corinth. He was a powerful man of God. But at a period, it came to mind that there was contention, conflict, and all kinds of things, grumbling and murmuring in the church. Therefore, Paul decided to write to them, causing them to understand where they are. The key word of just 3 verses that the vice president read, the key word is that. 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 What is a key word? A key word is a word that repeats itself in a passage. When you leave it out, it makes the passage devoid in meaning. There are key words in our lives, in our institution, in our party. What is the key word? If we don't know, we will run and run the whole thing. But Paul said, hey, I plead is a different word in Greek. Paraklos or parakalos, which is, I want to come beside you. I'm not just begging, I'm coming beside you, talking to you as a brother, talking to you as your minister. Paul was speaking for the peace of the land of Corinth, so that the church will be strong. So he was not saying, I'm begging you, I'm beside you, talking to you, my people. Very strong theologian Paul. And he came to the point and he said, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. He was not talking by his name. He was talking about the name that is above all other names. The name of the Lord Jesus Christ. That, the first that you all speak the same thing. If there's no unity in the party, Ghana can never be united. Unity starts from the home. The family, when the family is not united, the community will never be united. When the community is not united, the nation will never be united. And chaos will be the name of that sort. So Paul said, speak the same language. What language do you have? Is it a selfish language or language that will develop the nation Ghana? If our focus is for ourselves, only I, me, myself, at the end of the day, we will fail and the nation will fail. Selfish interest is too high. Edidija eni muna enenam. If we are not ready to serve our nation with a clear heart and mind, and selfish interest takes over, we are doomed. We are doomed. MPP party talks about we have a man. If you have a man without unity, you don't have the mind. Listen. Because if the men are there and they are not united, they will not give you their brains. The party will suffer and the nation will suffer. The brainy people who can help the nation are in the party. And when they are not united, they will sit down and watch. They want someone to fail for them to take the baton. But you that want to, let me tell you, if the group fail, if the nation fail, you have failed. Maybe you called a wrong person to speak today. He said that there be no divisions. There be no divisions. The Greek word for division is not what we are saying. I wish I have a paper. Do you have a program, a coordinator? Give me a sheet of paper. Are you with me? Sorry, the Tesco people, they know me in their campuses. That's why they are shouting. Listen, the Greek word for division is not party, it's not groupings. It's the Greek word is you tear apart. Paul was talking about tearing apart. Why is it that the party which is in power is not united? If the party in power is not united, the country will suffer. Unity for national development. I said what? Unity for national development. And kabomwa edin kwoswo eba. Let me rush through. He was using a word, henosis. Henosis. Unity. Henosis. We have about 10 Greek words, but I'm using the word henosis. Henosis is not uniformity. You can wear MPP cloth. You can put on all kinds of MPP hats. If you are not united, if there is no henosis, it's uniformity. I asked a question for Antonium. Now we don't talk about Edano. Baako for Mike na ofa kwa baako ano. Two boys and you know Kiko ka niapon. We have one Ghana. We have one Ghana. We have one Ghana. By the grace of God, I have traveled from East. I study in the East. I study in the West. I know what they are doing. I went to the Singapore when democracy was starting in the country Ghana. They came there. I was in the meeting as a student. There was just a small development. But what happened? Listen to me. We as a group, as a party, MPP, please, we need to understand where we are coming from. Where you are coming from. It's not for your selfish gain. It's for the nation, Ghana. Listen. Listen. Listen to me. You may think that, listen, and listen to me very well. When we end it, you will hear. Unity is strength. One thing about unity is bringing people together. And listen, where there is no unity, there is dilution. Where there is no unity, there is deviation. Where there is no unity, there is detour. Where there is no unity, there is distress. Where there is no unity, there is distortion. Where there is no unity, there is no continuity. Where there is no unity, there is defeat. I want you to be strong. That no matter the situation, if MPP will win, We need to win from here. You need to win from here. Better one another. The youth. The General Secretary says something. If I have wronged you, forgive me. Powerful word. Hey. Woba party nim na bi wo mo. Wo ma wuko. Ana empayinfo pa bia ye de bai ewuko. Emratie bia ye de bai ewuko. So what are you trying to do? What I'm trying to say is come together. Whether you lost the election is not the end of the earth. Enjoy with those on the seat. Give your ideas, not for yourself, but for the betterment of the nation Ghana. Let me just rush into one or two things. 1 Corinthians chapter number 1 verse 11 to 13. He said, for it has been declared to me concerning you, my brethren, that by, let's jump it, contention among you. Now I say this, that each of you says, I'm Paul. And some says, I'm Apollos. And some say, I'm Cephas. Some say, I'm Christ. The moment there's a lot of fashions, there's a division. There must be a goal. And there must be a contention. Contention will come. Friction is part of life. We are there metia now so kakra. Bauka we are na makasa sorry. Nanya enya no. Would you yetia wo now so kakra? Confusion will create no. Annual day. 30th anniversary is the beginning of life. In the Aaronic time, when they were 30, they started the journey. During Jesus' time, Jesus was 30, he started the race. Joseph started the race at 30. And David started the race at 30. So 30 is a specific, and we call it spiritual number for beginning, for loyalty, for dedication, for strength, and for victory. You are not hearing me. I say it's for what? Victory. And always, before 30 and 30, there's a battle. Before 30 and within 30, there's a battle. But immediately after 30, Jesus came out. And people saw Jesus as a special person altogether. He started moving and people were following. But before 30 and 30, there was a struggling. Yes, the world is in chaos. There's a difficult times in the world. But I have a good news for you. I have a good news for you. I have a good news for you. The wind will come and blow this hardship off in the name of Jesus. If the righteous will stand and begin to pray, hey, there will be a change. There will be a change. Our president started for a long time chanting. Please, it's okay. It's okay. The battle is of the Lord. We shouldn't leave that word. We need to find a time. At this time of celebration, spend a prayer time and for us to pray for our nation, Ghana. If the nation is winning, then you will win. If the nation is failing, you are a failure as a majority. Ye. When the Baha say, Nakawaya, Yampe Wasamo. But truth is absolute. And it can change your life and purge you. Somehow for Paul. Why Paul? Paul was a scholar, articulate, and very powerful. Within a community like this, the scholars want to be seen. And if you don't take care, you will leave the grassroots people. I am Apollos. Some say, I am Apollos. Apollo was articulate, communicator, powerful man. And they said, we will follow. Some say, Cephas. Peter was not a scholar, but Peter was bold. Some say we are Christ. Let me use an illustration. Concept of Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Because we are. Ubuntu is a concept in the philosophy, anthropology, psychology, and sociology class. If you study in Africa, you will study the concept of Ubuntu. The concept of Ubuntu is a strong concept. Ubuntu people, Sa Busiano, Sa Krono, one more South Africa, Ayensuru, Ebusia, Nadioma Yanese, Sa Ebase, one more Winia, Joma can say, Yenina Yabe Winia boom. Anthropologists went there to test it. He put a price at the end. And he said, anyone who will run and get there first, you should take the prize. Not knowing that the Ubuntu principle, they hold their hands and they run together. And when they reach there, they took the prize and they share among them. Concept of Ubuntu is a powerful concept. He said, I am because we are. Shout, I am because we are. Shout, I am because we are. Individualism is not part of Ubuntu. Individualism is not part of Ubuntu. The same principle is what Archbishop Desmond Tutu used to address the apartheid of South Africa. If there's any apartheid in the system, use Ubuntu and change the apartheid for it to be a good one. Shout hallelujah, somebody. Just remaining my just few minutes. Unity promotes peace and love in the nation. Not only that, where people are united, they can put effort to remove corruption or reduce corruption. Unity gives power, sense of security. When the new elected executive will be united, there will be a security for the party and for the nation. Unity promotes cooperation and opens opportunity. When there's unity, you watch me. I'm coming where? Down. Just watch. I'm going where? Up. The new executive, the way you saw yourself coming up, in future, you go down. So the way you will handle those who are down will be a seed and a seedling and a plant and a fruit for you in future. somewhere. It's only this country. It's only Africa that I've seen that we don't respect. Some of us do not respect our leadership and our elders. What an insult in the land. What an insult in the environment. And it started from the home. Unity provides an equal opportunity for all citizens. Let me give you 5 people that you will meet. Those in charge today. 5. 1. Note it. 5 people you should handle very well. First one is called VRP. Very resourceful people. When we talk about very resourceful people, we are talking about the educated and non-educated. Those people will fire your passion. Chairman, they will fire your passion. Don't fight with them because that is their passion. They want to move. And we have VIPs, number 2. Very important people. They share your passion. They will share your passion. Because of unity. They are very important. And Satya Wenyapo. But the Pacho and Yape. One more Motiam paying for. We are dying, what we are paying for. Equality is a myth. Sociology says equality is a myth. President Akunya. Saki yapa. I can also tell you if you come to the knowledge of that, you will prepare yourself that wherever you are, you will brighten the corner where you are. Watch out, the 3rd person, VTP. Very teachable people. There are some people who are cool. US term, they are cool. When they come cool, but they are dangerous. They catch your passion. They will what? Catch your passion and sit down cool. The medical students feel are harsh. When we were in school, I was in medical side. And when they come to classroom, cool. But I tell you, they are too powerful. Powerful. JFK, powerful. That person handle that person well. You will catch your vision because he is teachable and run with it. Number 4, VNP. Very nice people. They concord. They are very nice. And sometimes they are sycophants. I'm seconded. That person, what that person, and let that person motivate you. The last one is VDP. Very draining people. They will drain you. But listen to me. They will drain you. Hold up. In this 30th anniversary, make sure you hold that those people with wisdom. And you pon one business idea. When we hey, organizer, Nanabi, Pacho Chase Social. Because why Nana, what was a see a child? Let me end with this. We need to know that unity is powerful. In Genesis chapter 11, they said, We will build a tower. And they were building it. It took God to change their mind. Hey, it took God. Let me tell you, friends, if there is no emotional intelligent scholar among us, let's go and seek for emotional intelligent scholar. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Emotional intelligence is one area of leadership that some of us have studied to the highest. Emotional intelligence is ability to manage both your own emotions and understand the emotions of people around you. Emotional intelligence. Take home one lesson throughout. I'm giving you 3 take homes. God loves unity and hates division. Number 2, Satan understands power of unity and is always working to bring division. Note it. He's always there. Take home. Number 3, unity never occurs by accident. It is the result of hard work and dedication. Friends, I said to you now, they gave me 30 minutes. I have covered 27. I'll give you 3 for you to take home. If you rely on God, you will make it. If you fail God, you will not make it. But trusting God and putting things together, putting brains together, I believe your life will never be the same. A good surgeon, bone surgeon, is the one who can assemble all the bones on the table before he touches the patient and put the bones together and bring the patient's bone back. Therefore, please, let's join hands. Let's work together. Not for anything, but for the development of the nation. My goal is one for the nation. And if you will do it, God will bless you. Bow down your heads and let's pray.
Your boyfriend sponsors you. You exchange something for your boyfriend. It's not free. There's no free lunch.
Right there.
It takes a certain level of unmatched talent to bring a low-cost outfit to life or make it look extravagant. Ladies, you don't always have to break your back to look good. Learn to stay within budget. But why are women who live lavish lifestyle always cited for dating big men? Can't we make our own money? This is Moans and Cuddles with Paula Amabroni, and on this episode, we shake some 3-legged tables. We'll be right back.
Right there.
Welcome back. This is Moans and Cuddles with the ever beautiful Paula Amabroni. It's always a pleasure coming your way. Now, today's topic is something of interest to me because I see a lot of ladies doing the thing wrong just because they want to look good. They have to break the bank. You know, sometimes you don't even have the money, but you just go beyond board just to slay. So I have with me some ladies, you know, who I know knows the ins and outs of this game, how to look good. So they're going to help us discuss and suggest ways of how we can still stay in budget and look good. So seated on my couch is Efua Dill. She's an actress. Efua, welcome to Moans and Cuddles.
Thank you.
This is her first time here, so later on we'll talk about what she does, but then we're going to educate our ladies, see how best we can do. Yeah. Sure. And then my very good friend, Tilly Ekuanipa. She's a television presenter. She's with One Play Africa. Tilly, good to have you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, every day you're hosting me. Today I have you here.
Yeah.
So we're going to have
nice,
it feels so good.
We're too
Tilly, Ajabro. All right. So today's assignment is very simple. How can ladies live on a budget and still look good? Now, I'm going to start with Tilly. Tilly, I've heard a lot of celebrities being attacked. Once you look good, you know, on social media, it seems you're living your life. They just cite you that there's this big man sponsoring you. Is it always the case?
It's not always the case, but it's not entirely wrong either. Some of them, yes, people sponsor them because then when you look at their track record, you look at the work they've done and all, you can see that this as a champagne lifestyle on a palm wine budget.
Allah.
Clearly, you can see that. You can see, like, it's visible. But how dare you talk about somebody's lifestyle? Other people too are also working. There are some women that their sole aim of working is to look good. So you can't tell somebody that's unknown or person what a life say. She has worked, they've paid her 1,000, she has used 900 to go and buy a dress to wear, starved her 100 to tell her that it's a man that's sponsoring her. Some is there, like it's not something we can be here and say women empowerment. It's not, it is true. Some men are sponsoring women in the game, and some women too are also working for it. So I don't like it when the conversation is not balanced and they want to always tip it to the other side and banning, you know, it's not true. Some women are actually really working. Some women, they have said, you know, there are some people, they actually, there's this mentality that, I'm saving for the rainy season. Some people, you see them now, they are slaying back to back because there's a time when they are not telling you or you didn't know them that they suffered for where they are now.
Exactly.
So it gets preposterous when they are always trying to peg a woman's success in a celebrity to a man. And mind you, these are celebrities. Most of them, when they post, their dresses are even sponsored though. Do you know that? When they check their post under dress by, makeup by, shoe by, now say, come be a skin by,
they are working mannequin.
I want 4 tons skin.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Do you get it? So if you are a mere fan or somebody that just wants to pick on these ladies and you want to ignore the fact that they are telling you that this dress is by this person and they just want to make it look like they are sleeping with, are they sleeping with your father? Oh,
thank you for the punchline at the end. If I know you're an actress, and usually I've seen the targets, usually actors, musicians, and all that. So if you see your colleagues being named as women who are sleeping around, how do you feel? Because I know you are still in the in the industry. Very soon your name is going to be there. You're going to be big. Do you feel that one day they're going to tag you or put you in that box?
How is that their business anyway?
Okay.
How is somebody's lifestyle your business? Although some of these celebrities are mentors and people look up to them, just look at their work. Don't look at their lifestyle. Do you get me? Some of them, they are not sleeping with men. It's just influence. They are influencers. They can be wearing a particular dress sponsored by somebody entirely. You see that some of them, when they wear a particular outfit, they don't repeat it because they have brands sponsoring them, like Tilly said. They have brands sponsoring them. So the moment they wear, they take it back to the brand or whatever. So another time, another brand is sponsoring them. It's not even, sometimes it's not even for them. They're just trying to create content for social media and all that. So when you see it and you feel that somebody is sponsoring their lavish lifestyle, if you're a woman and you feel that way and you think that way and you think it's bad and all that, come on, it's entertainment. You also have your if you want to go and use your to dress good, nobody is stopping you.
What's the to look good?
This thing, if you want to use your this thing to catch this thing, to make this thing, nobody is stopping you from doing this. If you want
to use what you have to get what you want.
Use it to get what you want.
If it be easy, do
it be easy. You get it? You have a boyfriend. Your boyfriend sponsors you. You exchange something for your boyfriend. It's not free. There's no free lunch. You know, I don't know. You said, can I be?
Yes, it's an 18+.
I do. and give you something. Or when you say, okay, me power boyfriend 18 years, me pay the when you send boyfriend. No, some mommy. Now no, they are now they oka. Or no, they did any and oka. What you are giving for free, somebody is taking to slay. So if you don't want it that way, go and tell your boyfriend to give you money to slay. You get it?
It's that simple. Because I understand where you're coming from. Because I'm always thinking, now Paula, you see me, Paula. One time when I make it big, is someone going to put me out there and say, oh, we know she started small all of a sudden. But then once you work for it, or maybe you have the right people who like you, who sponsor you, like, you know, as you're saying, someone can like you and then say, okay, take it. So it's not always that these women are sleeping with. Some people get sponsorship, some have friends and all that. It comes, there's some benefit to it
like
too.
this outfit I'm wearing, a friend did it for me at a lower price because she wants me to wear it and promote it for her. So instead of maybe 150 cedis, she slashed it and gave it to me as a discount. You see me wearing it and you think, whatever we are using to work, it's our work. We are working for our money.
I like that.
Because I don't know why people always discount that part of some people's life. Some people are from how lavishly. How much more now they are in the public eye? You think they would dress less to impress you?
No chance.
And here for money, do you know that?
I get that.
No, for money, a rich person. Another rich girl dressed or another lady dressed nice, they want to know where you bought that your ear, so they go and buy some. They are not judging you. Oh no, I let you be able to say what's your friend right there be a deliver at the wrong place or what that.
I know, I understand. What I always have with women addiction is just back-to-back fire because we get to express ourselves and debunk all the negative rules about ourselves. But then I hear people say women, we spend money on unnecessary things. So you hear that a woman bought a wig, maybe bone straight, worth 7,000 cedis, maybe a dress. You'll be shocked to know the amount of money that she blew on it. Are women, or are we right to say women spend their money on unnecessary things?
Women money on whatever women want to spend their money on because women want to look beautiful.
I like that line. Woman will spend her money on anything. Because woman wants to look beautiful.
Not for anybody, but to themselves. I want to, me usually when I look beautiful, I want to walk beside cars and look at myself in the mirror and check myself like, wow. And do some nice videos and post on social media. You can't take that away from me. It is my head. I am wearing 7,000. I am wearing a plot of land. You can't do anything about it. I have wore it.
That's it.
And I love it. And that wig is going to stay on my head for 10 years and you can't do anything about it.
That's it. People don't appreciate that when you buy a wig, which is maybe of high grade, it can last you. I have a hair. I bought it some 3 years ago. At the time, the money I was blowing, like I was in university and I'm like, hey, Paula, you spent this money on it. But then I still wear it today. That's the beauty of sometimes buying things that, you know.
You're getting value for your money. You don't expect me to go and buy synthetic, cheap, 100 cedis, and then I wear it for 1 week and then throw it away. I'm wasting money. That is what they don't know. And usually it comes from the other gender. They don't know what's bone straight, they don't know Brazilian hair, they don't know anything about hair. But they have so much opinions about what we wear on our just because they've seen the price. These same people will go and buy watch, 2,000, perfume, 3,000. When we wear hair, 1,000.
They're making noise.
They will say we are wasting our money. We are wearing plots of land on empty brain and so what? Is it your money?
Energy. Now, Tilly, let me create this scenario. A lady who spends, let me just be realistic, maybe 2,500 on hair, and one who prefers to buy,
depending on your pocket. It comes back to your pocket. If I have 15,000, I can buy hair 5,000. This head is my sister Ghana. When I throw it away, it is gone. When I remove it, as how. But if I had bought 100 billion hair, next week when you come here, I wear 100 billion hair. Next 2 years, 100 billion hair. Do you get it? Who is being economical or whatever? It depends on the amount you have on yourself at the moment. Your budget. If you take 15,000 out and it's not breaking your bank, you are good to go. And the conversation that women, we buy things, we have to be frugal. We don't have to be frugal though. That's the truth. People keep complaining that women buy unnecessarily. Who is really buying though? Because for me, if I buy stuff for myself, it's an investment for myself. Yeah. With what I do, I am more or less my body or my general outlook is actually supposed to tell a marketer or an agency boy that puts this advert on this girl's show. Now you want Malta Guinness to come and put their money in you. You don't look like Malta Guinness money. Yeah. Who should come and put their money in you? Brandon or you are telling me that, oh, come and let me wear your outfit that is worth 600 Ghana cedi, and you will come on your page and you are wearing a fall for you down flat. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, like I do you get it? So for someone like me, I can't afford to look like basa basa, because how I look will determine the kind of monies I get, the kind of whatever deals I get. It's an investment. So for you to just see a celebrity whose lifestyle depends on how they look, how people see them, their general outlook, investing in that look, what are you talking about? Also, men keep complaining, man, you did not go out looking naked. What are they not wearing something? Wear expensive stuff. If you take a Bema show, it's not to wear total outfits.
Yeah. Great. So that means that these celebrities that we always, some people are always tagging them as show offs, what they are doing, they are misleading the youth and all that. As Tilly stated, you don't know who are you going to meet your fans. So you always have to strive to look good. Now, as for someone who is listening to us, maybe she's in the university, just started her national service, not so much money, she hasn't been saved to that level to slay. How would you suggest the person slays on a budget? Maybe use what you have, manage it for the meantime. Okay.
For university, somebody in the university. Yeah. Now, we have, if you're in a university, you don't have any business trying to go buy Chanel or some designer bag or Hermes bag or some expensive stuff. Okay. We have, if you go to a place like Kantamanto, we have nice outfits. We call it the first grade. We all go there. The first grade, when you go, it's more like the boutique, because that's where some of these boutique people go to get their stuffs, and even the jeans. Like the jeans you are wearing. I can go to, I wake up early in the morning, I have my bag at my back. I go there to tell them that I'm going to sell on campus. So when I go, these jeans you bought, I don't know how much you bought it, but me, I'll get it for 15 cedis or 10 cedis. Because I'll tell them I'm going to sell. It's all strategy. I said I'm going to sell. The tops I wear, I go, I tell them I'm going to sell. I buy in bulk. So I save my money and then I go to counter. You can do the same thing. When you go, you don't need to go and buy this designer, because designer things, and they all look the same to me. Just try to buy one, what am I saying? One in, what am I saying? What's the word? Original. Or, yes.
Brand.
Yes. But from the name, but it will come later.
It will come.
When you go to Kantamanto, you can get all these stuffs, you know, very nice, beautiful stuff at affordable prices. It's all about strategy. You don't have to go to boutique. You don't have any business going to boutique, to wear boutique dress to lecture halls. Nobody. You are not going there to show anything. You're just going there to learn.
Learn. The money will come later.
The money will come later. Okay. So you don't need to break your pocket or budget. There are ways you can do combination that will make you look very beautiful. Me, I'm very particular about colors. There are some colors that don't look good on my skin. There are some colors that naturally look cheap on people. No matter how expensive the dress is, if the color is not nice or the dress, no, anyway, it will look cheap on you.
That reminds me, there's this celebrity that she's always true. She claims she's got money and all that. She can rock designer head to toe, but just how she's just mixed it.
You see how you mix it.
You know,
sister, me a premier you. Me a tire no me come bend down boutique me 5 cedi, 10, 15, just a cost 20. Now the way me say combine na garnish na yellow fresh no. Me need any boarding. I mean, you be na me be come na. What the hell come pe pa? Bibia say
you slayed.
And I have fine legs. Oh my God.
Did you want to add something to it?
Know thyself. If you're a person, just know thyself. You have seen a Jackie appear holding whatever designs, 6 designer wear on her body. Have you worked like Jackie appear? Do you have the money in her bank account some? Just know thyself. And me too, I have a rule I deal with. I do what I can afford, not what I like. Because it's I'm a lobster, but I'm cancel. Timenom drink. Just know yourself and know what you can afford. I can't force myself that change. And see, maybe dress, you know. Like the way she says she can combine, I can't combine. So I ask for help. Right now, you don't even have to go to Benda. Go on Instagram, thrift, falafel. Just go. I don't know. It looks fresh. It looks color brighten, it try brighten. Just wear it. Just know how to style yourself. Know how to block your colors. Monochrome look now, but yeah, that is all.
That's all.
I don't know how to dress. So what is now that I'm picking up my fashion confidence, I can't. But there are some people, you give them 5 cedis, on back up for chrome, I tell you about 50%, but I'm not told that they never fear. Or I tell you 50%, hey, ma. But the way you wear it, the way you wear it to or shower wash a towel dress, because I know do you get it?
So it's very real. Like, you know, you don't always have to break your back to look good. We always say you can combine 1 or 2. But you see how good I'm looking right now, makeup on point. My makeup was done by Kiki Sadiq. And if you're out there looking for wholesale, retail, or distribution of any makeup product, hair, beauty, supplies, then reach out to Sigma Exports Promotion. They deal in Maybelline, New York, Revlon makeup, any product, high quality, original. If it's makeup brushes, you want anything, just call them. They will supply wholesale, retail, and if you want to be a distributor, just call their numbers on 0248 138 596 or 027 4893 413. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Moans and Cuddles continues.
Right there.
From that quick break, we're still discussing how to live on a budget and still slay. This is the women's edition. So I have my ladies here. Ifwa Del, she's an actress, and Tilly Ekuanipa, she's a television presenter. Tilly, I must say I like how the conversation is going, but let's play this one. Yeah, the mystery box. We got some questions here. You just pick it and you give us honest answers. So I'm going to start with you, Tilly. Wait, when I have a man, I say ladies first, but then since it's a woman, we got this. Okay. What we got there?
Would you like to read it?
Yeah, you read it for us.
What's the most expensive item you have in your closet? Honestly, all of them are not expensive. So I can't really pinpoint. If there was any expensive one, I would just say it straight. No, really, I don't have anything expensive in my closet.
That's fine.
No, I don't have. Like I'm thinking, honesty for me. Like I'm thinking through. Honestly, I don't.
Your turn.
Abracadabra.
Yeah. Okay, go on. Yeah.
Whose closets would you love to raid? Jackie Appiah or Sandra Nkovia? Give reasons.
I beg, I want to answer your own.
Jackie Appiah or Sandra?
I will raid Sandra Nkovia's closet.
Why?
Because she's a fashionista. That girl can dress. She's simple. She knows the colors to combine and all that. Oh God, I just love her. She knows how to dress. She's very stylish. Like, she's an example of a fashionista.
Now, let's continue with our conversation. Now, we've all spoken about how to live on a budget. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, those designer. Once you haven't gotten to that level, we'll play by our sizes.
Yeah.
What is the best investment a woman can make before the age 30? The best investment. I know there's 1,001 there, but what investment can you make?
Your mind. Invest in education. I feel like whenever we are in school, when we take education for granted till you leave and you realize that why a mistake. We don't also take those seminars that they do or conferences that are extracurricular. We don't take it seriously, but those places are the most important places that can actually make you meet the right people that will set you up. Yes, I can say, but no, nothing will last. Anything that you will need in your 20s or you will need in your 30s that you have to invest in severely is your mind. When you are in your 20s or your teens, trust me. Because whatever you buy here, you build here, you invest here, in the next 5 years, you can be in another country. You won't need all of that. Truthfully, invest in yourself. Know things, read books. Just read any book. See, people feel like if you're in a particular field, read a book about it. No, read any book. Just read any book. Because sometimes, you enter a room, somebody will say something. You might be the only person that have the faintest idea of what they're talking about, and that is the door that will open for you. You think without sitting here, maybe in the next time, I might not even be in media, I might be in oil and gas somewhere.
Exactly.
Do you get it? But what I have invested in the media thing, my mind, and I'm a deco. So we have to invest in our mind. No things. See, me, I have one mantra: be so good at it, no one can avoid you. On purpose, because you are good. You are so good. On purpose,
exactly.
That is it.
Great advice. Efwa, how do we make our young women understand that what we see on social media is not always the case? Especially these people that you see that they are slaying. They say there's these Instagram, Snapchat influencers. They are here in Dubai tomorrow. They are there, the best dinners, 5-star restaurants and all that. How do we make our young people understand? It's not even about young people. You see someone who is mature should be making the right decision, but they are under pressure. They are just swayed.
You see, it's social media. Social media has influenced a lot of, let's say, I will not say kids, like the youth in a way, in a negative way. Yeah, somebody can put a news out there, maybe just a parody, and a section of Ghanaians will believe it, not knowing say it's a parody. Even educated people will believe say this thing is true. So how much more the young ones? So how do we make them know say whatever they are saying is not real? I feel now some of the celebrities are trying. You know, people are coming out to say that what you are seeing, they are not. Even last time Nana Banamwa came to say that some of the outfits she wears are sponsored by people. So don't follow her to go and buy some things you don't want to buy or use your money on unnecessary things, because the things she wears are for designers. She is an influencer. She wears people's clothes to do advertisement for them so that people will buy it. After that, she takes it off. So if you are behind, I don't know how we can even instill that in them, because you can't stop them from using social media and all that.
Okay.
But I feel some things need to be regulated as well, especially the parents. They should know what their children are watching. Okay. And if you are in school, like I don't know how to say this enough. I don't know how to say this enough, but you can't stop them. You can't stop them. It is the celebrities that have to do something about it.
All right. But then let's talk about this. It's really of interest to me. Now I see a lot of women going naked, almost naked on social media. The whole craze, someone has done her body and then she wants to flaunt it like real time because she says it's an investment.
It's an investment.
A lot of people say women now we are overdoing it. I just log on to Twitter. I see nakedness. Snapchat, this is it. Instagram. On my timeline.
It's marketing. It's marketing.
Do you think the whole nudity on social media is just out of hand, or now we should understand that that's the era?
It's going to get worse. See, people keep saying that women should embrace themselves, Well, what do you really think you are telling women to do? You are telling me to embrace myself. I show you when I am fully sexually, comfortable, and I am fully comfortable with my skin, and my soul is sitting pretty in my skin. What do you think I'll show you? You
Everything
can't tell,
my mama gave me.
exactly. You can't tell a woman to go all out and then start putting embargo on the all out. It's going to get worse because now Ghanaian social media is not about Ghanaian social media. Doja Cat, Mega Thee Stallion, is almost naked every day on her social media, putting her buttocks. The child, she might follow me, who will not show her buttocks, but she's at the same time following Megan Thee Stallion, who's showing the buttocks. So I might not have to show my buttocks, but she knows how buttocks are. They are done.
So we should stop criticizing celebrities who've worked on your body and are proud and confident to show what they've
Where
got.
are they showing the body though? Most of them, they are the poolside wearing their bikini. Pool no kwasha kabani slitana. Do you see them wearing bikini to shows? Do you get it?
I get it.
They are somewhere, they are shooting a video or something, or they are in a pool with their friends and they've shown you the videos that whatever they are wearing is appropriate for where they are.
Exactly.
Wow, what style be dressing now? Oh, they quite. What they call lecture hall. Public they call lecture hall. And they keep saying nudity. People are not actually totally naked online. Apps, when you are totally naked, it's Twitter that it allows everything. Instagram, ubenya problem. Facebook, ubenya problem. Snapchat, a drama is streak near the day. Or more Snapchat, one way drama. Do you get it? They are not totally naked, and it's going to get worse because this world where we are going to, women want men to reach a point where they have to know that they are not the reason why they will dress a certain way, and that if you are a pervert, my dressing has nothing to do with whether I'm covered or not. You're a pervert. Do you get it? That is an understanding where we are going to reach with men in the next 10 years. We will all meet in public. We are reverting back to Adam and Eve age. We're all naked in town. Nobody was sleeping with anybody. Yes, do you get it? We are going to get to a point where men have to know that you don't have the right to touch or be lustful or want to vigorously have sex with a woman because of how they look like. Do you get it?
Great.
You are in charge of whatever you feel. And then they're mentioning how she look green tea. We are not sure.
I'm glad we're explaining these things because some people are getting it all wrong. The fact that you see that a woman has worked on her body. There are some men who say you can, no matter what you explain, women work on their body for them. They forget that sometimes they just don't like how they look, but they're like, at the end of the day,
we don't care.
But then, ladies, I just want you to, in a wrap. So, in summary, ladies, we've talked a lot from celebrities, how to look good, how to slay on budget. What are your last words? I'm going to start with you, Efua.
Yes, I've been meaning to say this. The question you asked Tilly about what you take, one thing you wish you had done before you get to 30.
The right investment to do before
the right
30.
investment, yes.
Yeah.
She talked about investing in your mind.
Yeah.
I would suggest you invest in the vocation. You need to invest in the vocation. Maybe sewing, designing, makeup, making. Yes, because when you don't get a job, that is what will save you. Because day in day, people are sewing. Now the design industry is getting broad. There are lots of things coming up. The fashion industry is so broad. So invest in fashion, invest in the food business, invest in makeup before you get to 30. I wish I knew how to sew. By this time, slap me anyhow.
By heart.
Because invest in something, a vocation. Invest in a vocation, not just your mind. Because a time will come where there will be no job. People have completed school, they have degrees and all that. They are in the house, they are not working. They can't get any job to do.
Right.
It is they
can survive.
In the olden days, when you can say a cry with school, I see you are born to know Pamadia.
Now the fashion designers are winning.
So invest in something. If you're a guy, learn how to play football. You don't need to go to school. I say, we them football a week would do $1 million. Nobody can take that from you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for Tilly. Final words.
Yeah, social media is not real. It's not actually. It's make believe. I'm making you believe that in 1 minute, the video that I'm about to watch, that was my entire day. No, that was not my entire day. When you go on my page, I do vlog, daily vlog. The moment I picked my phone and I recorded and I posted, but in between the recording and how I got there, did you know it will come many Uber driver Do you see it? It is not real. It is make-believe. What I want you to see is what I tell you. So do not be in a hurry all the time. And somebody is wearing 5,000 dress and all. And sometimes you have to detox from social media. Once a while, go offline. You won't die. If you say yeah, you feel like, oh, business, but the serenity and the peace that comes with not being on social media, because of the influx of information, naturally, yeah, our systems and our mind, they are just being toxic, intoxicated all the time, because Ofa has Santorini, Oba Odaya Chiso, Oba Oko Bora Bora, one more move from Maldives. Like, it's too much. Because me say, it's me from Okokoda Hotel. So, I might be able to detox it, or I might have formed a wall to tell myself, oh, one day I'll get there. But another side of you that is subconscious is accumulating the fact that it's that when I will call be. So once a while, just feel free, detox, go offline, relax.
Log off.
When you come back, the world will still be there.
Continue. Great. Thank you very much, ladies, for doing this with me. I must say, it's been an eye-opening conversation. Great. Great. Ladies, it was an honor sitting with you to do the discussion. And I always end with my take. We've said a lot. It's just left with you. If you think that you have a problem with celebrities, how they look and all that, just know that, as they said, is the era. But if you're a young girl starting, maybe you're in school, you feel like you're under pressure and all that, you don't always have to come out naked. It depends on what you want and where you're going. You can still appear cover up. My ladies here, we are here. You can check them out on social media. They don't have to show skin to prove a point. Highly intelligent. Ifwa, she's an actress. She does so well. Tilly does so well. The showbiz industry. She's just good. You don't have to look naked to make your point. You can still slay on budget. Maybe when you DM me, I'll tell you where I get my things, and I'll also show you my plug. It was an honor doing this with you. I am Paula Amabruni. We'll be back with the next episode of Moans and Cuddles. Thanks for watching.